Alrighty, what's up guys, Rush Dodge here. How's everybody doing today? Alright, so I got a premium tank review for you. We're going to be looking at the Su-122-44 Tier 7 premium tank destroyer on the Soviet tank line. Now the big question always is the tank worth buying? Because you got to spend your own money for these ones, right? Well, we're going to take a look at the stats. I'm going to give you a bit of a gameplay here, so you guys could definitely take a look at these these stats and make the decision for yourself anyways. So we'll get started here. First things first, price. We're looking at gold. We're looking at 6,750 gold, which actually isn't too bad. I mean, when you consider how much some of the tier 8s cost, 6,750 gold isn't too bad. Hit points, 840, not too shabby there. We're going to look at the premium tank benefits this time, and you know what, I feel kind of silly for missing this last time, but we'll go over these very quickly. First things first, there's no research at all. I mean, you buy the tank, it comes the way it is, and that's just it. It's good for extra silver. You're definitely making a ton of extra silver in the game. Your elite status allows you to earn XP faster, and it's nice because the premium tanks you can transfer crews from. So any Soviet vehicles you have, you can move your crews back and forth from those tanks and not have to risk any penalty or retraining. You got accelerated crew training available from the first battle. That's kind of cool. So your first battle of the day, you're getting a little bit more XP for your crew, just so on and so forth. Those are your premium tank benefits. Now we're going to look at our stats quick. We're going to go over the engine, tracks, gun, and turret. First things first, you got your engine, the V44. You're looking at 500 horsepower, which is wicked. It's giving you a top speed of 47.5 kilometers per hour. So you got yourself a speedy little tank destroyer here. Your tracks are the Su-144-44s, and their traverse speed, the speed at which you can turn, is 42 degrees per second, which actually is pretty good. You can kind of turn on a dime half decently. Let's look at our gun, probably the most exciting part of our tank. You got a 122 millimeter D25S. Now your rate of fire is 7.5 rounds per minute, which actually isn't too bad. Your pen is only 175 millimeters of pen. That's your standard rounds. Your damage is pretty nice though. 390 is your standard shell damage, which is crazy. I mean, that's devastating. Aim time is 2.9 seconds, and your accuracy is 0.4. So, I mean, you're kind of losing aim time, or pardon me, you're gaining a bit of aim time and a little bit of a crappier accuracy, but I mean, you're getting a lot of damage out of this thing. Your turret, now a little bit of controversy here. There's not really a turret. However, the World Tanks Xbox 360 Edition official website states that there is turret armor, and when you look on the game, there actually isn't any turret armor, so I don't know what to give you here. However, the official website says that there is about 16 to 18 millimeters of pen on the turret armor. However, there's not really a turret, so I don't know what they're going by on that. However, your hull armor is 90 millimeters on the front, 75 millimeters on the side, and 45 millimeters on the back. Your turret traverse is 26 degrees per second, and your view range is 330 meters. Oh, we also got signal range here, which is 700 meters. 330 meters for a view range is actually not very good. You might want to consider putting binocular telescope on there, or coated optics. Now we're going to check out our crew, and this isn't something that people usually look at, but we are missing a crew member, so that means that the commander has to step up. Your commander is also your radio operator, and then your gunner, driver, and loader are all their own crew members. Just meaning if you lose your commander, you're also losing your radio operator, which kind of sucks. Anyways guys, we're going to check out halftime here, and we'll be back in a few seconds. Alrighty, quick shout out to my subscribers. We got Adonis Berniku. Huge shout out to you, buddy. Hopefully I pronounced your name right. We got Philippe Santos. Lots of comments coming from you lately. Really appreciate it, bud. Huge shout out to you. We got Twatterban. I know you've been kicking around for a while. Really appreciate it. Huge shout out to you, buddy. Keep on keeping on. Devin Gralski. Big supporter lately. Lots of comments coming from you. Really appreciate it. And last but not least, that gamer Zaol. Really appreciate all your guys' support. Huge shout outs to all of you. Alrighty guys, today's Q&A for today is I actually got two questions that keep coming up over and over and over on my channel, and I mean, whatever, it is what it is. First question that keeps popping up is how to use auto aim. And I mean, I don't hold it against anybody. It took me actually a while to learn how to use auto aim. First things first, I use Control A. I don't know what it is on Control B or C, but I always use the right bumper, the RB button, and that is your auto aim button. To use it, you gotta point at the tank you wanna, of course, auto aim on. I'm pretty sure he has to kind of be in view, and you press that RB button and you'll auto aim onto him, and therefore your turret will always be facing him. If you have a tank destroyer or an arty, you'll be auto-aimed on them, but you have to keep that traverse, that turret traverse. Basically, you got to keep them in line to actually be able to make the shot, right? And of course, you got to press RB to take the auto-aim off. So that's just for the guys that are asking that all the time. I mean, it is something that not everybody knows how to use, obviously, and that's how you do it, guys. Second question for today is how to use silver instead of gold for premium rounds. Now this is a very simple thing to do, guys. Basically, you head to your consumables, and you know what, we can do that right now. You go to your consumables, and then you got high explosive. Like, these both are actually premium, and you can tell by the price, right? Your normal price is like 1100 silver, where your premium rounds obviously cost a lot more. You go down to your left corner of your screen, it says choose currency, which is the Y button. You press it and you can switch between your silver and your gold. Now I know this isn't for everybody, but a lot of people have been asking, and that is where it's at, guys. So hopefully that helped out a couple of the guys that have been asking that over and over again, and we'll move on to the moment of the day. Alright, thanks. Alrighty guys, hope you enjoyed halftime. Anyways, we're gonna move right along here because we're running out of gameplay. Moving on to consumables. First of all, you get 35 rounds. That's your capacity for this tank. Moving on to your armor piercing UBR 471s. That's your standard shells. You got a damage of 293 to 488. Your pen 131 to 219, and your silver is 1025. Alright, moving on to your premium rounds. Armor piercing composite rigid UBR 471Ps, and the damage is 293 to 488, which is the same as the last ones, but your pen is 163 to 271, which is considerably better. Your silver is quite a bit, it's 4800, and your gold, if you choose to spend gold instead, it is 12 gold. Moving on to your high explosives, you got your UOF 471s. Your damage is 349 to 581. Your pen, very low. Of course, it's a high explosive round, 48 to 80. And your silver is 680 silver per round. Alright, moving on to the rest of your consumables. What can we use with this TD? We got your fire extinguishers, your first aid kits, your repair kits, lend lease oil, extra combat rations, and removed speed governor. That's all you got for consumables for this TD. We'll move right along to our equipment. What can we use for this TD as far as equipment? There's a long list here. You got your toolbox, medium spall liner, binocular telescope, coated optics, camo net, enhanced torsion bar, 5+ T class, improved ventilation class 2, medium caliber tank gun rammer, enhanced gun laying drive, wet ammo rack class 2, fill tanks with CO2, and cyclone filter. Tons of equipment you guys can use on this tank. Alright, so you know, it really just comes down to our pros and cons, and we'll look exactly at what really isn't good about this tank and what is. We're gonna start with cons. You got a poor aim time. 2.9 seconds is a very long aim time. You got a poor view range, 330 meters, not really that great. Might want to consider using some equipment. Poor gun depression and side arc. Your gun depression's ridiculously horrible. There really isn't any depression. It's not there. You gotta move that tank over the hill to get that shot. And no premium matchmaking, therefore you'll be put in those tier 9 games. Moving on to our pros. Good gun, devastating damage, and excellent DPM, damage per minute, which is true. There's a ton of damage, and your reload speed is actually pretty good. Your top speed is wicked, 47.5 kilometers per hour. You got excellent track traverse of 42 degrees per second. You actually got a pretty good camo value on this tank as well, so you can hide quite nicely. And to leave it off on another good note, I know you don't have a ton of frontal armor, but you got wicked sloped frontal armor, allowing you to actually deflect quite a bit of those rounds. So guys, I really hope that helped you out a bit. That is the Su-122-44. Just some stats that you can pretty much find anywhere, but there is some gameplay there. Definitely got to see the tank firsthand, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Really appreciate you checking out another one. If you liked it, definitely hit that like button, guys, and if you haven't subscribed already, definitely do that. Lots more premium tank reviews coming in the future, lots of World Tanks content on my channel, and until next time, guys, we'll catch you later. Alright, take care. Rush Dodge out.